Now it's time to print our 4-color process job, which we're going to start with plastisol. When it comes to printing 4-color process, consistency is key. If we pull one print, we want to do the same thing over and over again. This is a little bit harder on a manual press. Taking specific job notes on your invoice or on your press documents is very important, so that if you want to print the job again, you have the ability to replicate it. We're going to start by pushing and doing 2 passes of each. On our test pellet, it came out looking great. So now let's try a shirt. On our carded cotton shirt, you can see that the print comes out much lighter. You can switch this up by pulling or pushing or by doing more passes. However, as we print the ring spun shirt, you can see the color and the detail is much more vibrant. Once again, a great way to show you and sample your customer. On the carded cotton shirt, we can see the print's a little bit too dark. We can switch this up by doing 1 pass versus 2 passes of each color. However, still on the ring spun shirt, we can see that we get a lot higher detail and a much more vibrant print. Once again, contrasting the 2 different shirt types is a great way to sample and show your customer. Between passes and shirts, it's very important to control your ink. You don't want to leave ink trails in only certain areas of your mesh. This will leave heavier deposits because the ink is so thin and will conflict and mess with your print. That's why you either want to leave your screen all the way clean or flood with consistency. 4-color process can also be printed on pastel colors with or without a highlight white. However, if you're not using a highlight white, any white in the design would turn to the color of the shirt. Here you can see the design printed on a tan. Pretty cool effect, but not like the original. You can also get different effects by switching up ink orders or by popping in a fluorescent yellow to make the yellows really shine. Once again, cool effect, but not like the original art. If you want the print to look like the original, it's best to stay with the best art practices and print practices. As we discussed prior, 4-color process printing is meant to go on lighter fabrics, wet on wet. Now you can go on darker garments, however we're going to switch things up a little bit when you do. Also, think about going on a white underbase. You're probably going to have to flash it and flash between every color after that because the ink is so thin it would bleed out if you don't. Because you're flashing, the ink can't mix together wet on wet and it will change the color profile. Not only is this time consuming, but it changes the way the print looks.